We're at one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour. In Orlando, Florida, it's the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, the house that Arnold Palmer built. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for Golf Channel and EA Sports.
And Bay Hill, of course, the Arnold Palmer Invitational has been really the staple in the Florida swing on the PGA Tour.
Here at the first, ready to get this round underway. How do you handle the 461-yard par 4, Frank?
Two choices, Rich. Dogleg left, so either lay it up at those two bunkers, which is about 285, or if you can hit a nice high draw, then just go for it. Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
Oh, it's perfect. That is a huge opening tee shot.
Strong winds have been a factor all day here, Frank. What's the key to scoring low in conditions like this?
Well, sometimes you've almost got to make the ball go to ground. You've just got to keep it out of those high breezes, play away from the trouble.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Back to the action here at the second. It's a par 3, demanding hole, Frank, isn't it?
Longest par 3 on the golf course. Slightly downhill, but you need every advantage here. It requires your best.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
This is some drive. I'm reminded of the old Phillies baseball announcer, Harry Callis, who used to say, "That ball is out of here." Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Has to like that one. Another birdie to get to 2 under par. 561-yard par 5 port. Frank a chance to make 4 and maybe even an eagle 3.
Yeah, that green's just raised a little bit. So if you had a good drive in there and going with a slightly shorter club, big advantage.
He smoked that one way out there. 315 plus yards. Excellent drive.
Arnold Palmer's legacy to golf is in so many different areas. We see it just in the way people react to the game. But really, when we go to Bay Hill, it's the one golf course that you'll see you've been out there. His clubs are always on the back of a cart. He's ready to go to the range. It's almost in every little blade of grass out there because Arnold plays there whenever he can. The king, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Palmer. He lives and breathes at Bay Hill. And when the tournament comes around every March, it's a great reminder to not just Mr. Palmer, but also the golf course and all those little obstacles that he put in your way, water normally, and all the great events. And it's fun. It's a golf course, too, that anybody can play.
And when I think of Arnold Palmer, I think the young professionals could learn just a few things from one of the all-time greats. First of all, reach out to the galleries, sign autographs.
Look him in the eye,
make eye contact as he always did. Number 2, own your golf swing, whatever it is. Believe in it. May be a little different. It may not be by the book, but own it and be comfortable with it. And then I think number 3, go for it. That's what Arnie always did. Go for it at the risk of failure, because you'll never be great if you just lay back all the time. Arnie always went for it.
One little lesson, too, you reminded me there. The one common denominator with just about every great player is a good grip. Arnold Palmer learned that for his dad. So if you're picking up a golf club for the first time or playing it for the 100th time, remember, good grip will take you a long way.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
That is just a beautiful shot. Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So with that make, now at 3 under par. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, you're breathing a sigh of relief. Your round wasn't sunk at the par 5 6th, and now you come to this par 3. It's just a little under 200 yards.
Yeah, aiming at the middle of the green's not a bad thing here, Rich. You can always putt to the corners and have a birdie chance.
You take 3 and walk off this hole to the 8th?
Well, you could get a little greedy. You know, a tee shot in the middle of this green is not too bad. You'll still have a birdie putt.
And it generates some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Let's move on to the 8th. And Frank, what's ahead here?
Big par 4, just over 450 yards. Ideally, you want to get it down by that bunker where it's nice and flat, because that second shot, you know what's coming up.
.315. Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now, this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really, you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. You knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. So close.
Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. It's a consistent theme here at Bay Hill, if you can carry it 300 yards.
Bay Hill always favors the longer hitter.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. So a tester from 4 feet.
Well, it was a good try. Didn't quite get the break right.
Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Get those ice blue skies. How do you get off to a good start here on this second 9?
Well, really, you've got to pick a target here. You don't just blaze away at the 10th. The hole bends to the right. If you can get it over that bunker, you've got just a short iron, even a wedge in here.
Good contact, good result. I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the player's shots, that's for sure. Just a pure strike, and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Frank, 440-yard par 4 11th. You see that number on the card, you think driver. Maybe not? Why?
Yeah, it's imperative you hit the fairway here, Rich. Water obviously in play left, 2 bunkers on the right. This is a second shot hole.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. I don't know that approach will make the highlight reel, but he still has a chance if he makes this putt.
Yeah, 21's when you come of age, don't they say? 21 feet away.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Getting set now over the putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that's... And he'll have this for bogey. This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Always nice to be in New England at this time of year at the TPC Boston in Massachusetts. We're about 25 miles south of Beantown, and this is a really good-looking golf course, Frank.
It is. It looks much older than what it is. It was first established just at the start of the new millennium, originally designed by Arnold Palmer. But it got that older look from Gil Hanse and Brad Faxon. But also, too, you know, if you're racking up a few points out there, or score, should I say, remember Gillette Stadium, home of the Patriots, just down the road.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
In red figures at 1 under par. Frank, they renovated the par 5 second back in 2010. What'd they do to the hole, and how does it play now?
Well, they changed the green, especially the left side. There's a huge mound there now. It's still a driver off the tee, but before you could bail out on the left side, you can't bail out anymore. It's a devilish of a chip over that mound.
Those chocolate drop mounds give the course a really nice look.
Yeah, they just pop. And you can see them, and you know that they're problematic.
Good news is, Frank, you can see the golf ball. I guess, Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now, so he doesn't want to compile the error.
Can add up quickly, Frank. This already his fourth shot.
Yeah, time to knuckle down. He really wants to hit one of his better shots right now. Hazard.
Maybe wet. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
You'd like that one again.
Well, that's just a case of not focusing right there. What a lapse in concentration.